good day to each and everyone. My name is Benson Lucille and I am here to tackle about the policing system in Malaysia. Before I start this lesson, do you know anything about the policing system in Malaysia? That is why I am here. I will tackle about everything about the history of the policing system in Malaysia. And I hope you'll get something from me. Thank you. During the 16th century, Malaysia became a cosmopolitan society, and the Portuguese government introduced the Capitan administration on 14th of January 1641. However, the Portuguese lost Malacca to the Dutch Empire when the Dutch invaded with the help of soldiers from Johor State at a time when the Portuguese were at war with the Sultanate of Aceh. The Dutch retained the Capitan system, but when the growing number of Europeans in Malaysia made change necessary, a police force known as the Burgerguard was established. The Burgerguard was controlled by the Dutch, but their subordinates were made up of local citizens. Village leaders continued to assume the duties of policemen during the Dutch rule, as they had since before the Portuguese arrived. Following the assimilation of Malacca into the British Empire in 1975, a modern police organization in Malaysia was formed on March 25, 1807, after the Charter of Justice in Penang was granted. Most of the officers were of British origin. Later, this organization was developed in Strait settlements and other Malay states, particularly the Federal Malay states. And at that time, independent police forces were established for each respective states. Only after World War II was Central Police Organization formed, known as the Civil Affairs Police. This organization was formed in Malaya and led by a British colonial, H.B. Longworthy, who had to stabilize the police forces after the anarchy of Japanese occupation. One of the immediate problems faced by the police at this time was the rebellion of the Communist Party. During the confrontation between the Malaysia and Indonesia, which lasted from 1963 to 1965, the police force along with the military forces fought against the infiltration of Indonesian forces in the state of Honor and Sabah. Almost a year after Independence Day, on 24th of July 1958, the King of Malaysia, Tuanku Abdul Rahman Ibni Almarhum Tuanku Muhammad bestowed the title Royal to the Malayan Federation's police force in 1963. The Royal Federation of Malayan Police, or the RFMP, the North Borneo Armed Constabulary, and the Sarawak Constabulary were merged to form the Royal Malaysia Police. The Singapore Police Force became a component unit of the RMP until Singapore's independence in 1965. That is all for the history of the policing system in Malaysia. Thank you.
Let's tackle all about relevant law in Malaysia.
The relevant law in Malaysia. The laws of Malaysia can be divided into two types of laws: written law and unwritten law. Written law. Written laws are laws which have been enacted in the constitution or legislation. Written law. Unwritten laws are laws which are not contained in any statutes and can be found in case decisions. This is known as the common law or case law. Common law is also known as a judicial precedent or judge-made law or case law. It is the body of law created by judges and similar quasi-judicial tribunals by virtue of being stated in written opinions. Case law is the collection of past legal decisions written by courts and similar tribunals in case the course of deciding cases in which law was analyzed using these cases to resolve ambiguities for deciding current cases. In Section 5 of Criminal Procedure Code. In Section 5 of Criminal Procedure Code, all criminal actions commenced by a compliant or confirmation shall be prosecuted under the direction of control of the prosecutor. This authority sees upon actual intervention of the prosecutor upon elevation of this case to the regional trial court. In 2017, Chief Justice of Malaysia, Ahmad Fairuz Abdul Halim, questioned need to resort to English common law despite Malaysia having already been independent for 50 years and proposed to replace it with Islamic law, jurisprudence, or Sharia law. What is Islamic law, jurisprudence, or Sharia law? Fiqh in Islam is known as Islamic jurisprudence, one of the dynamic disciplines dealing with the practical regulations and rules of Sharia, such as observance of worships, rituals, and social legalism derived from the primary sources of Quran and Sunnah. However, Malaysian Bar Council responded by saying that common law is part of Malaysian legal system and that no basis to replace it. Court appeals of Privy Council in England have already been abolished in 1985.
Good day, I'm Abet Bautista from 2BRAVO, and I'm here to discuss about the system of policing of RMP, the mission and vision, and the function. Let's start with the system of policing of RMP. The Constitution control employment, recruitment, funding, discipline, duties, and powers of the police force are specified and governed by the Police Act 1967. In carrying out its responsibilities, the regular RMP is also assisted by a support group of extra police constables, police volunteer reserves, auxiliary police, police cadets, and a civil service element. And the next is the mission and vision of the RMP. The mission of RMP, a leading enforcement agency of integrity, competent, committed to work with the community. And the vision of RMP, the Malaysia Police Force is committed to serve and protect the nation and to work partnership with the community in maintaining law and order. The function of Royal Malaysian Police are maintenance of law and order, prevention of the peace and security of Malaysia, prevention and detection of crime, apprehension and prosecution of offenders, and the collection of security intelligence. That's all. Thank you.
I am Jerome Panganiban from 2BRAVO. My topic is all about organizational structure, ranks, and insignia. The flag and insignia of the Royal Malaysia Police as blue-colored background which symbolize the Malaysian masses. In the center of the flag is the PDRM, symbol colored silver or white. The police symbol is made up of an interrupted crease and ilang kliwang machete. There is a tiger head and garland of paddy flowers, with a scroll underneath bearing the name Police Diraya Malaysia. Arabic lettering in the crown includes the word Allah on the right and Muhammad on the left. Moon and Star. The moon and star symbolize Islam of the official religion of Malaysia. The word Allah and Muhammad in Arabic, which respectively symbolize Allah the Almighty and Muhammad as the messenger, signifies Islam as the official religion and faith of RMP. Crease and the Ilan word. Crease is an important symbol of the Malay Peninsula. The crease came into existing around AD 1961. Ilang or clawing symbolize the state of Sarawak and Sabah in East. The tiger head symbolizes courage, strength, and spirit of RMP. And RMP used a lion head as the symbol of courage from 16 September 1963. Paddy flower is a reference to paddy and rice. The RMP motto represents tema and determination. The PDRM flag is called the Blue Perennial or Sangkabiro. Thank you.
Qualification and benefits. The Malaysian Law Enforcement and Policing Governmental Agency is known as the Royal Malaysian Police, with an estimated 102,000 working in 1,000 police stations across the country. There are a number of opportunities for career advancement and progress within the various departments. In order to work for the Royal Malaysian Police, individuals must complete the online application form through the government website. Basic requirements to be a successful applicant: age between 18 and 20 years, holder of PMR as PM, STPM, diploma, Bachelor's of Master of GPA of 3, excellent health condition and vision with no physical impairments, no criminal record, minimum qualification of Tigil Pulaharan Malaysia with credits in 5 subjects including Bahasa Malaysia, English, and Mathematics. Physical criteria for male is minimum height is 165 cm without shoes, minimum weight is 50 kg, chest size is at least 81 cm and 86 cm during inhalation, body mass index is between 19 to 26, vision is pass visual test for the left and right eye, with accuracy of B69 without glasses or contact lenses and not colorblind. And for female is minimum height is 163 cm without shoes. Minimum weight is 48 kg. The BMI is between 19 to 26 and the vision is past visual test for the left and right eye with the accuracy of B69 without glasses, contact lenses, and not colorblind. Individuals who wish to work for the Royal Military Police can enter the service at 3 levels: the Constable, Constable Sergeant, and Inspector. Selected candidates are required to take a course for a period of 3 to 12 months. Number of training sessions and education is study of law, police science, marching, weapons, and physical exercise such as martial arts. In addition to this, the individual will also be expected to go through practical training in police districts for a period of 9 months. After the completion of the training, the candidate will have to be a probation for 3 years before their post confirmed permanently. The benefits and compensation of it is the competitive salary package, facilities such as housing and vehicle loans, dental and medical benefits, life and accident insurance coverage, and opportunity for career progression. Thank you.